We're here today at 54 Meadow Lane in Trentham to show you quite an exceptional and unusual semi-detached house. Obviously, the location here in Meadow Lane is very good indeed and it's a very popular place to live, but this house offers more than the norm thanks to a significant extension to the ground floor of the house. The house has obviously been in the same ownership for many years. It's being sold with no onward chain to slow down your purchase, but the ground floor accommodation now features a large lounge, a separate dining room, an impressive kitchen with space to eat, as well as a separate utility room. Now outside, when you go outside into the garden, you'll also find an additional room attached to the utility room extension. And I think that room, rather than being just a garden shed, could perhaps also, or instead of that, be a very usable home office. Upstairs, 3 bedrooms. There's also a good single garage, and there's plenty of parking space for 2 cars at the front of the house. Altogether, an impressive house. Let me show you round. 54 Meadow Lane is the address, and it's a good looking house, isn't it? Plenty of parking space for at least 2 cars in this block paved drive, and a nice attached brick garage as well. But it's inside on the ground floor that the accommodation is going to blow you away in terms of its size and practicality. We're in the hallway now. Antico type floor covering in the hall, and the stairs there leading up to the first floor. Down at the end of the hall on the left is a useful coat cupboard. Straight ahead is the separate dining room, but I'm going to ignore that for now and turn left. And what we have here is a really lovely, elegant, comfortable lounge extending from the front, as you can see, with its bay window, right back to the rear of the property, where double doors open out into the garden. Just look at that in terms of size. Not what you expect to find. A lovely, lovely big room. And of course, as you got a glimpse of as we came through, there is a separate dining room here. But more than that, there's space to eat in the kitchen, as you can see. On the right, by the way, useful storage cupboard here. Kitchen, I'm sure you're going to want to update it, but it's the size I want you to be aware of. Look at that, obviously extended. You can see the breakfast table down at the end. And you can see the integrated double oven and the electric hob, and beyond the oven on the right is an integrated fridge freezer. Patio doors lead out into the garden from here, and I'm deliberately turning around to give you just that impression of the size of the room. There is actually a roof light in here, which I think it would be advisable to replace with a modern lantern light, which would let in much more light to this room and would look really stunning. And then you've got a glimpse of what's at the end of the room, separate utility room here, really useful, what every family needs. Plumbing for dishwasher and washing machine in here, tiled walls. Sorry, I'm running right up to the end of the room, and window overlooking the garden. So just really well thought out. By the way, at the end of the kitchen, through that door, you can access the garage, and the garage has got light and power. Now let's go upstairs. I'll show you the bedrooms, and then I'll come back downstairs and take you outside into the garden. The house has got gas central heating, the boiler's in the loft, and the loft is accessed by a fold-down ladder. You're picking up on the fact, or have picked up already, that there's UPVC double glazing all the way through. And I'm sure you'll want to update the decor to your own requirements, but that's perhaps for another day. This is a house that you could certainly move into, without a doubt. First bedroom here at the front of the property, with an exceptional range of built-in wardrobes, to 2 walls in fact. I'm walking around the room again to give you the feel of the room. There it is. So you've seen all those wardrobes, so lots and lots of storage space. Come out of here, round to the back of the property, and another double bedroom. Again, wardrobes fitted, dressing table fitted. It's all done. There's the dressing table, and over here the wardrobes, and the outlook from here is of course over the garden. Whilst I'm at this end of the house, here's the shower room, modern wash basin and WC, big walk-in corner shower, tiled walls and spotlights in that shower room. The third bedroom gives the feeling of being quite small, but a lot of the room is taken up by a big fitted wardrobe and storage cupboard on the left hand side. I'm just trying to show you that. It's a difficult room to photograph. You'll have to come and see it for yourself. It's also been used as a study, so it doesn't perhaps present as a bedroom, but you'll see when you come to the property that obviously it could be very much used as a child's bedroom. So I'm going to go back downstairs now. I want to show you this room that I mentioned in the introduction, that's to the rear of the utility room, and which I think could have a future as possibly as a home office. Let's have a look. And again, the rear garden, all walled, and there's a nice feeling of privacy too. So here we go, from the kitchen out onto the patio, table and chairs out here. Garden, well, manageable size, all walled. And you can see then here, I'm going to go inside and just show you. It's not a big room, but it's got a double glazed window, it's got light and power. At the moment it's just for storage. I think it could be much more. That's for you. And I'm just going to walk to the end of the garden. I'm going to turn around and show you the rear of the property so that you can appreciate that extension that I've been talking about. There it is, 54 Meadow Lane in Trentham. If you're interested, I'm sure you will be, email sales@austerberry.co.uk or ring us on 01782 594 595. And thank you for viewing with me today.